You guys heard the little story of a man named George Floyd?
Yeah.
You know what holiday we recently had? Valentine's Day. You know what LAPD thought would be a really appropriate way to celebrate Valentine's Day? A picture of George Floyd with a caption that said, "You take my breath away." The Los Angeles Police Department circulated a Valentine's Day picture of George Floyd saying, "You take my breath away."
It's disgusting.
How do we continue to justify this behavior? It makes me so angry. I just don't get it, man. I really don't. It's very painful and agonizing, and we are privileged. The three of us in this room are very privileged. And it pains me when this stuff happens, and I can't imagine the family, George Floyd's family, going through. It's almost a year to the date that his death happened. They have to live with that.
And then to bring it up this way.
And then this is the way that we honor his memory. It is disgusting. We got to do better. That's all I can say is we got to do better. We need accountability. The captain or police chief or whatever. This man said we got to be more careful about what we say online. That is the response to that heinous act. We got to be better about what we say online. I hope he's fired. I hope whoever fucking circulated that is fired. And thank you to the man who actually
spoke
up. Because here's the thing, to Chris's point earlier, this is a brotherhood. And this man, this officer that had the balls to come up and say, you know what? Fuck them. This is wrong. I'm going to say something. That dude is in harm's way now. That dude has to look over his shoulder every day knowing that he outed his brothers and he is at risk, but he did the right thing.
That's why so many don't do it.
That's sad.
And I hate to say it, but like, even you good cops who know this is going on, you turn a blind eye to it, you're just as responsible. You're just as guilty.
You have to step up. I know it's hard. It's hard to talk about it. It's hard to hold each other accountable to it. But you have the duty, to Dan's point, to protect and serve. And if your brothers and sisters are not doing it, you are not doing your job. I'm sick of talking about it. You know, I'm sick of us having to have these conversations and nothing changing. It's Black History Month. We're supposed to be celebrating Black culture and celebrating change and us moving forward in this country with equality. And we're still having these conversations. And it's just sad. It's sad that this country, the greatest country in the world, that this is still a problem. It's just very disheartening. And I just really hope that in my lifetime that I see an end to this, that I see that we finally open our eyes and that maybe our generation can be the generation to put an end to it. You know, we still have some of the people that grew up during the time frame of high racism, and that's still trickling through bloodlines. But I think for the most part that our generation is starting to realize and push forward, and hopefully that our kids maybe won't have to see this or live through it, because that's a scary thing to raise a kid right now and bring a kid into this world. I would hate to have to raise a child. I cannot imagine as an African American having to raise a kid in today's society and explain to them the difficulties that they're going to live through because of the color of their skin. As a parent, that has got to be the most awful conversation to have. And if more white families were having that conversation with their kids, I bet you we could stop it. And that is our responsibility.
Just got to keep talking about it.
Yep. That's it for Let's Get Social.